Hello everybody, my name is Pete Camp, Vice President at MarshBerry, and I'm pleased to be joined today by AJ Cericola with Balance Partners. AJ, do you mind giving a quick introduction?
Thanks, Pete. AJ Cericola, Chief Acquisition Officer at Balance Partners, which is a diversified MGU delegated authority platform that's been around since 2019.
Great. Thank you, AJ, and appreciate your time. We asked you to join us today for some of the very unique perspective you can provide as one of several specialty platforms to take on capital in the last few years and implement an M&A strategy, and ultimately a very successful one, with Balance Partners being one of the top buyers we saw in the sector in 2025. Can you provide some insights into what went into that process and how you were able to compete amidst a very dynamic and growing buyer landscape?
Yeah, Pete, it's a certainly dynamic and very competitive environment. One of the things that we always say is that our M&A strategy starts with actually organic growth. And we have built sort of Balance as this diversified platform, again, starting in 2019, where we have launched 2 to 3 new programs every single year. And so our focus is organic growth that allows us the opportunity to really be thoughtful and just intentional of where we pick our spots of bringing new partners in. The second piece is that, we have a really flexible structure. So we approach the market and approach sellers to ask, hey, where do you want to be? How can we align your incentives? How can we meet your goals with our type of structure? And that's something that we would see consistently in the marketplace.
Sure, and it makes sense. You're going at multiple different growth avenues. Ultimately, we've been in an M&A environment that's characterized by low supply and very high valuations. However, looking forward, we're entering a bit of uncharted territory with a softening market across many lines. So can you provide some insights from a buyer perspective on how that may or may not impact M&A activity as well as valuations going forward?
Yeah, the way that we've built Balance is actually with cycles in mind. It's intentional that we have this diversified platform so that any given cycle, any one of our lines will be in any of those at any given time. And we're okay with that. So where we can continue to focus on that underwriting profitability and allow them to do what they do best. And while I do see the M&A activity being very challenging, and in the softening market, you could potentially see some valuation pressure on maybe a mono line or smaller shop. We take it as a little bit more nuanced as a buyer, and we say, what does your capacity look like? What's the duration that you've had it? What's the geographic concentration you have? We try to look at some of these other factors because we know that's just one piece of the puzzle. And those are the things that we look at as we bring in new partners.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, AJ, for your time. Extremely helpful perspective and very unique perspective in the marketplace. So we appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, Pete.